Here in Dead Horseport, I'm sure we can all agree that the fish is not quite it. I think that we're gonna need some more food. Let's get started on that. Here on the north side of Dead Horseport, we have this massive forest, and we're gonna turn it into a farm. So let's get chopping. Boom. Just like that, no more trees. Now, of course, first things first, we just gotta get a simple little path in. In order to achieve the rundown look of this path, I use the path blocks in the center, surrounded by rooted dirt and packed mud that then leads into podzol and coarse dirt as a darker gradient on the outside.
Meanwhile,
Let's see what they were working on. This is Dead Horseport's doctor's office. What's in this book? Guys, I think I gotta get out of here. I don't know what the hell that was about. But we gotta get farming. And before we farm, I think we gotta change up my outfit. I feel ready to farm. And just like that, the wheat field's in place. I absolutely love how this has turned out. It took a long time, and I gotta say, it was well worth it. This is gorgeous. Just look at this wheat. I textured in a little bit of dry grass and a bit of the firefly bushes as well. Man, oh man, is this farm coming together so well. I'm thinking that we're gonna want some corn here. And as we travel down the road a bit here, this plot of land right here, I think I'm gonna put some horse stables here later. But before any of those plans come true, we got some farming to do. The tools, they're getting low. Gotta get that XP. And we're back on the farmland. This is where the corn's gonna go. It may look like a weird dirt snake, but trust me, I gotta do this. The way I make corn is gonna be bamboo with yellow candles on top, but you can't place yellow candles on bamboo. So that's why we had to put the dirt on top. Now that I'm taking it out, you can really see what we're doing here. And just like that, I think we're ready. Holy, this is gonna be beautiful. But let's let it grow up. Wow, wow, wow. I absolutely love this corn effect. This is one of my favorite building techniques I've ever come up with. But I think I want more corn. That is more like it. More corn. So much corn. Guys, I am just so excited about this building project. It is coming out so great. But I think it's time that we get started on the horse stables. Here I have a rough layout for where I want the horse stables to be. I'm challenging myself by making this a diagonal build, something that I haven't done much before. With that being said, this is where I need to go to become a better builder in this game. Here I've kind of sketched something together. I'm liking it so far, and honestly, building diagonally, I'm not struggling as much as I thought I would. Alright, I've got the details in, and this build is looking amazing. I am loving the work that I did on this build. Absolutely stunning. I've got a little like horse track outside for like training and whatever. But yeah, I am just so proud of my work here for my first diagonal build. You may have found yourself wondering why we even call this place Dead Horseport. And I think that this clip kind of is a little self-explanatory. I don't know why this is happening. I have never seen this many skeleton horses spawn in one area in the entirety of my gameplay of my whole Minecraft career. Like, I have been playing this game since the Xbox 360 in like 2013, and this is the first time I've ever seen this many skeleton horses spawn in one place. It's absurd. So we had to name it Dead Horseport. And here we are. The barn is complete. And for my first diagonal build, I am so proud of myself. I thought that I was going to struggle with this build a lot, but I did it in 1 day's time. No struggles at all. And I'm like really happy with this. But now we got to move on to the farmhouse up on the hill. That's going to be a big build. I've got two rough designs here that I can't quite decide on if I should have the stone base or no stone base. Right now, I'm thinking I'm going to go with the stone base. I think that this addition will help it feel more real since it's such a large build it needs something to sit on and break it up. For these walls, I'm going to be using a gradient going from stripped oak logs to stripped birch logs, then sandstone and smooth sandstone, finally ending with bone blocks. And at the top where the roof is going to be landing, I'm going to add more sandstone to act as a shadow. With the gradient put in, this is looking amazing already. I love how the stripped oak logs looks kind of dirty and worn down near the bottom, almost like water damage. Now of course we gotta fill in this middle section too. Guys, I got some bad news. It looks like I'm out of bone blocks. Gotta go AFK the farm again. I absolutely hate being down here. Always something wrong. I think that was a creeper. With our newly acquired bone blocks, the walls are complete and they look fantastic. Alright, before we get started on the roof, I just wanted to go over my inspiration. The roof coloring, I wanted to base it on an English thatch roof. So we're going to be using mud at the bottom of the gradient, leading into the muddy mangrove roots, ending in the dark oak stripped logs. With the roof in place, the build's really starting to come together, but we desperately need to get some details up on these walls. For this build, I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of vertical lines with spruce fences and a lot of horizontal lines with the spruce fence gates in order to break up the build since the walls are so tall. Along with that, we're going to have very many windows. Very many windows? Lots of windows. We're going to have lots of windows. And then also, I want porches galore. We're going to have hella porches on this build. With that being said, let's get started on the details. My favorite part. Guys, this house is looking absolutely gorgeous. So, let me give you a tour of what I've done. Guys, I am absolutely loving this project. It is becoming one of my favorites in the entire world. The farm aesthetic is so fun to build in, and expanding Pirate Town this far, holy. Wait, it's called Dead Horse Port. We called it Pirate Town for a while. Nevertheless, there is much work to do. It's a little bit empty in here. Holy. This is gonna be a huge interior, so we gotta break it up to a bunch of rooms. I'm gonna be honest. I got a little carried away and the whole first floor is done. So let's check it out. Here we are. When you first enter, this is a bit of a mud room kind of thing. Just like you put your shoes up here. You just look around, nothing much, just a little rug. I love the glazed terracotta as a rug. One of the few things that I just started doing recently that I am starting to just do in every build. If you take a left over here, there's just a staircase up to the second floor, which is not done. But it's just kind of a little storage pantry room, you know. Everyone needs one of those. Take a right, bathroom. Everyone needs one of these. And if you move straight forward, the kitchen. This is by far my favorite room in the entire first floor. I love how this turned out. The countertops, I'm gonna be honest, maybe look a little bit too modern for what I'm going here. So if you guys agree, let me know. Maybe I'll change them to some sort of stone or something. I just did the white because I didn't want it to blend in too much with the stone floor base. But yeah, it feels a little bit modern when I use the white, but maybe not. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks that. In here we have the living room slash lounge room with my dog. Dog was just hanging out around here, so I tamed her, you know. She lives here now. Just something simple, just a chill little living room. Over here we have another staircase storage room, very similar to the last one. And once again, another bathroom, pretty similar to the last one, but this one's a little bit bigger and it has a shower. Gotta stay clean while you're farming, you know? And then through here, this is just kind of like I put the dinner bell here. It's just like this room was very strange to me. It was like a weird hallway thing right out to the porch, which I need to put some chairs out here actually. Live updates to the build. Um, one chair here. Let's do this. This. Nope, not there, not there. Oh lord. No, not there either. Okay. Something like that. That looks really bad. That's a good chair. That's a good chair. Whew. Take in that view. That's beautiful. It's a little inside of my brain while I'm building. Some chairs. Ooh, that's nice, guys. That's nice. Yeah, so first floor's done. Absolutely love it. Um, I guess let's start working on the second floor already. So I started laying out the second story of the farmhouse, and it was kind of like tough for me. I didn't know where I wanted to put the rooms quite yet because these staircases needed some sort of hallway to lead into directly. And then I was like, maybe I can do a 50-50 split. But then it didn't really make sense that you couldn't get to all of the rooms and you had to use certain staircases to get to certain rooms, and I didn't like that. So I had to tear down part of the wall and make this kind of like hallway thing that I'm making right here. And it I'm pretty happy with how the layout ended, I think. I don't know, but I ran out of bone blocks. So I'm AFKing the bone farm as I'm recording this. So okay, now that I've got the walls fully in place and I've restocked on my bone blocks, I do like this setup. There's just going to be 3 bedrooms up here and a couple of bathrooms and then some staircases going up to the 3rd floor. But I think that this looks nice. All right. I have finished the second story, and guys, I think it turned out real nice. So, let's go check it out. We've got some decorations in here. All right, here's our first bedroom, just a simple little bedroom connected to the bath. Little shower in here. Oh, I need to put a lever up there. Then you head down the hall. It's a little cramped, but oh man, I love this hallway. It looks so, oh man, I love it. I love it. It's so good. This is our second bedroom. Again, the rooms are very simple, but they do their job. You know, got some pants right there, some books up there. You know, of course, we also have this bedroom. I think this one's my favorite one. I kind of went for like I tried to make it seem like I made them have a tiny bed and like a big desk. It's like this guy's like he's studying for something. You know, this is a smart guy's room. This is the smart bloke's room. I don't know. I'm talking crazy. And then we just got a little bathroom in here as well. Again, I probably need to put a lever in there. Yep. And then you head up to the 3rd floor, and it's creepy up here. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with this 3rd floor. I honestly, I started doing some arches on this side, just testing out with something. I don't like this design. This will not be staying. But I really don't know what I want to put up here. It might just be farmhouse storage, to be honest. But there's so much room up here to work with, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that is the second story. Yo, a bird just flew through my walls. What the? What the? That was crazy. Yeah, so that's the second floor done. I am loving this house so much. Um, third floor though, we might take a break from the house and go decorate outside because I have been doing this interior for like 3 days now, and I need a break. All right, I've moved outside and started working on a little bit of decorating. So let's check it out. Here I built a little chicken coop and a well. Um, if I'm being honest though, this thing kind of looks like a big ass barrel. It's not that I hate the design at all, but I stepped back from it and I said, dang, that's just a barrel. Let's get some other opinions on this. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I forgot to record when they first saw the chicken coop. This is kind of how it went. Hi, I'm Johnny, and I like this chicken coop. Hi, I'm Bella, and I like this chicken coop. Now that was weird, but I've made a big mistake. I forgot to add a dining room. And that's it. We got a dining room now. Honestly, I'm gonna miss those cute little couches. I might have to repurpose them somewhere else in this build, but for now, we definitely needed this. Now that we're done working inside again, we can finally move back out here, and I've been waiting for a while. What the? When did these get here? I'm just kidding, I built them. I'm really happy with how these grain silos turned out. Honestly, I was struggling a lot with these, but once I finally figured out that you could put the walls in the corners to kind of make the shape more fluid, it really started coming together, and I like what I've made here. Guys, I'm moving on to what I consider to be the hardest part of this project for me, and that is a big custom tree. I have a love-hate relationship with building trees in this game. I think that without custom trees in your area, you lack a little bit of uniqueness, but the time and effort and skill that goes into making custom trees is so much and it's so difficult that I completely understand why a lot of people just don't even mess with the hassle of building custom trees because this took me hours. I was sitting in a creative world just placing leaves over and over, looking back at it for genuinely, it felt like forever. But yeah, I'm loving how it turned out. I have put in the foliage underneath the tree and around the farmhouse, and oh my god, guys. I love this build. I am so proud of myself. Just walking through here is so beautiful. I can't believe that I actually like made this. I don't know. It's this build is just like so far beyond anything I feel like I've ever built before, and that is the beauty of this game. I feel like every single time that I make something new in this game, it becomes my new favorite, and it's so inspiring to keep going and keep building because I just feel like I keep getting better and I keep making more beautiful pieces, and it's just like this game is like a canvas, and I see myself improving every single time I build something new, and it's so inspiring, and I love it. But still, our work here is not complete. Let's head back inside and finish that third floor. I've got the third floor set up, and honestly, I went really simple up here. I just kind of made it some sort of lounge room, repurposing the couch that I ripped up from downstairs, and then storage in between the two. Like I said, really nothing crazy. Now I'm going to be moving on to the final part of this build. I'm going to build a barn, and I'm going to house all of the farm animals inside. Building the chicken coop earlier really made me realize that we do need cows, chicken, and sheep in this farm. So, we're just doing some landscaping. With the landscaping complete, I've started working on this barn, and oh my god, I'm doing another diagonal build, and this one is far more challenging than the last. I'm going for a similar color scheme as the horse stable, but this time I'm changing up the shapes a bit, and wow, I have been working on this roof for hours and it is so frustrating. The shape is so strange, and the way that the roof comes up is really messing with my brain, but I think it'll come out nicely. With the barn frame set up, I'm pretty excited. I don't really know how I'm going to contain the animals around here quite yet, because I don't want to do just regular Minecraft fences. I think that'll look really bad, but if I do the fences that I was doing along the trail, I don't think that the animals will stay inside the pen. So I think that this new third option that we're going to come up with is going to be a struggle, and I was right. This fence has been giving me nightmares. Originally I had barrels and they were just jumping over them, so I had to replace them with walls, and it's just a whole nightmare. Of course, there's nothing to worry about. We got this barn done. We got it figured out. The babies technically can leave through the corners of the fence, but they just stick with their mamas, so we don't have anything to worry about there. And the pigs really like what we got going here. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Yo, he's humping under the table.
What?
I think that these baby animals deserve some names, because they're just so dang cute. Hello, Sherman.
And then you should name one Attack on Brian.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Attack on Brian. Schleppy. Come on out now, Attack on Brian. I've added a second custom tree right here, which is technically just the first custom tree, but tweaked up a bit, and the leaves changed and a couple branches added. But yeah, that is the build complete. I absolutely loved building this, and I loved making this video. I had so much fun. If you made it this far, like and subscribe would be appreciated. Comments, of course, too. But yeah, let's get a little outro montage going. Thank you, guys.